Good morning. Well, I always say that. Oh wow, look. I've done it again, haven't I? Look at that. In there. Don't know if you can see it, I'll have to bring the camera down. Wow. There you go. Well, welcome. As you can see, I'm in a different kind of place to what you usually find me. Is that the right English? I'm not sure, but you are. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm here. And I nearly didn't find it. Even though I have been here before, I followed the route. I worked out a route, and then it turns out there were more roads on the route than there were on the map. So anyway, I'm just having a wander around. It's God, it's so cold. Anyway, I'll face you forward. This is a popular. Oh, what's that? People. These blue markers. There's quite a few of those. Are they protecting the leader? Is that what they are? But there's quite a few. Certainly where we've just come. I don't know if you noticed them to the side of me. But like I said, I'm not familiar in these kind of woods. And I'll tell you what I think. What do you mean you don't want to know? No, I'm working out because, like I said, I don't know these types of woods, and I'm wondering because this isn't native, is it? This stuff. So I don't know. I know that it's owned by the National Trust. That I do know. And I'm wondering if it maybe was. I mean, there's bracken here, quite a lot of it. So, I don't know, I'm wondering if it was once ancient forest and been cut down. I don't know. And then replanted with all this. That's what I think. Now, I got no idea what the kind of paths are going to be like. Oh, look at this. How can I get to it? Look at that. Look at that beautiful colours. That's the bramble that I mentioned a fair bit. Now, this isn't my ideal forest at all. But I thought I'd just come here and show you now. It's going to be one of those days when the batteries will run out quite quickly, and I'll tell you why. What's that honking? It's not a raven, is it? That's not the usual sound of a raven. Yeah. Is it a heron? Anyway, I've done that. Oh, look at the size of that. It's quite massive, isn't it? Yeah, I did a video quite recently about Imolc. And, well, this will date it, depending on when this is released. Oh, look at that. Wow. There's a burr on there. Is it visitable? Well, we'll find out in a minute. Yes, it is. Just... is it? Yeah, I think we can get in from here. Hello. Right, gnarly beach. Not as gnarly as you could be. But, can't really get a good light on here. So bright outside and yet so dark in the wood. There we go, that's a better direction, isn't it? Look at that there. Look at that burr. Anyway, like I was saying, I did a thing about Imbolc saying that, I mean, it's nearly spring equinox, which is strange because I haven't got through Imbolc yet. I'm still in February. But I did, oh god, there's so many signs around here. There's just signs every few yards. Trying to not get them in the filming. There's another thing that's gone, long gone. So I've just read, oh, look at that up there. See how steep it is. This was the first planted in the 18th century, so this isn't that old. So I'm guessing well, it was all, whatever was here was just completely cut down. Oh, hello bird. Okay, so this is better. I don't like gravel tracks. Is it because I can't feel the energy? Anyway, my video on Imbolc. Basically, the rhyme, if you haven't seen it, I'll quickly say, basically, if the weather's nice on the 1st of February, and it's got to be the 1st of February, because that's when the rhyme applies to, or that's what the rhyme applies to. And if it's nice weather, that means that the winter goddess, whose name I cannot say, but I think she's a part of Bridie or Bridget. She's an aspect of Bridget, I think. She's out gathering wood because winter's not over. Alternatively, if it's a really awful day, or a bad day, bad day, depending on how you see it, you know, if it's not sunny and nice, right? Sunny, I say nice, and even me, I don't like it. Sunny is not nice to me. It is to other people, but not to me. So I'm using terminology that I don't actually agree with. Anyway, it means if it's like cold or it's wet or it's just a, you know, kind of a, what people would call a miserable day, then it means winter's nearly over. And I've been doing this for 15 years and it's been 100% correct. So 14 years now. Here we are, we're a week away from equinox, and it's what, it's just in the 0 degrees C and slightly above. All the way here it was just, the fields were white. So that winter has actually gone on longer than I was even thinking it might. Even though we've had some days of 17 degrees. And when I talk about temperature, I talk in degrees C. So I have a feeling I'm going to be turning back in a minute. But maybe not. Maybe that's just a tree across that I'm just going to have to navigate. Now, anyone familiar with things I talk about on the channel? Wow. Wow, that's nice, isn't it? You may be aware that the surroundings are not as, well, not the kind of ones that I could relax in, if you know what I mean. After my experiences. Yeah, it seems to be through the gateway. Some nice shots though, aren't there? Nice conditions, some lovely green, some regrowth. Wow. They are interesting. And what I like is the sound, we have got the sound of birds. That's always good. Oh, look at this moss. Wow, look at this. And which patch do I show you? Look at that, the different colours there. The different types. And then we've got the lighter. I think they're both sphagnum moss, aren't they? We got this. If I can get out of the bramble, look at that. Oh, and now I've knelt on the floor. Oh, lovely smell, earthy. Oh, what? I'm just walking on moss. You see there. Foxgloves and holly around the old stump. But yeah, look, it's just moss. And you can hear the squelch of the water. Ah. I found some deciduous. Not sure what they are. Yeah, I'm not sure what they are. I can't really see in the silhouette. Hello, birds. It could be said that I've reached that age where I talk to birds, but it's actually not true because I've always done it. I've always spoken to plants, I've always spoken to birds, I've always spoken to the animals. Because now, here's something I'll share with you that I learnt the other day, and I'm not surprised, it kind of confirms my own. This is nice, isn't it? All foxgloves in the middle there. It's not too bad for a coniferous forest, or mainly coniferous forest. It's got foxgloves and brambles and moss and marsh plants. But I found out that, I don't know how they know this though, I really don't know how they know this, but they say, the boffins who have managed to get funding for doing these kinds of things. So, now they have worked out that robins see energy. They can see in the electromagnetic energy of all things. Now that makes sense to me, and I believe there's more than just robins that do it. But the reason robins is specific is because if you ever watch a robin, and I get plenty of experience of doing that, they're with me all the time in winter. Whenever I get to work, they're there and they stay around me all day, any number. And I remember watching one day, and if we use this tree here to show you, okay, now imagine he was sort of on that tree, on the trunk, and suddenly he flew, or it flew, to the base of that tree there, immediately pecked at the ground, got something out, and then returned to the fence he was sitting on. And I was left astounded, and I thought, how on earth did it see that far away? But if it's seeing energy and the change within the electromagnetic waves in the earth, if something moves, you can see the change in the electromagnetic energy of the earth, can't you? You would be able to. I've spoken about this before, but I have a matrixy grid thing that I see. Now, having done that, I'm looking at the camera, but having done that is leaving trails through my vision. Is that normal? And maybe, because I am pretty psychic, certainly if I'm left to my own devices, my psychic abilities, I would say, are up there in the 90%. Certainly for me, and what my life requires or entails, or what I need. It's not based on other people's ideas of what I should, of how I should be experiencing it. And I'm wondering if that psychic ability is reading electromagnetic energy. Well, it's another one of those lovely ferns, but bit closer up, look at that. No, I haven't. I did look up the name not so long ago. I looked up all the ferns, but my didn't manage it, did I? I didn't manage to retain the information. This is quite a nice path, I'm enjoying this. Now, what's interesting is, to me, is that I'm not even anywhere near my intended plan. But it is good to be flexible, as everyone will tell me. Do you know, Decay is fascinating, isn't it? We've come through and joined the track. That's a lovely detour. I thought it was going to be like that for a while. But no. Never mind. Let's see if we can find somewhere else to have a cut through. Oh, look at this in here. Let's go have a look. Strange hollows. Now, which way? Oh, hello. Looks like a pond. Well, we're going to have to go that way, aren't we? Some trees I don't know what they are. I don't recognise this. Is it a hornbeam? It's a hornbeam, isn't it? Yeah. So I do recognise it. But it's not as common in my life as other trees. And in other places, you know, if I was to dwell in other places, they would be quite common, but yeah, they're lovely trees, hornbeams. Yes, and I just had a chat with the bloke there, because I was walking past and I noticed they'd got a hedge that was an evergreen without being a yew or a laurel or any other kind of plant like that. So I thought, ooh, I'll make a mental note of that, because I was thinking of doing it. Yeah. How do I get down here? I'm wondering now, because I'm very close to quite a magical place. Yeah, I say that, and you know, I'm not going to take you there, but a magical place of water. In fact, oh, can you hear? I'm just wondering. Wow. Oh, I say. That's man-made though, isn't it? Now, I don't think I'm going to go any further, because look at this. That's looking very deep for the footfall. Can I try? Man. Well, so far so good. If I tread lightly. Hello, woodpecker. Yeah. Tread lightly, as is my adage. Wow. And ducks. Now, what's going on here? Yeah. Right, so... oh, bloody hell. I mean, wow. And it's collapsed a bit. Oh dear. Let's get over. It's not the kind of place that thrills me. Now I'm starting to get a bit jibbed. And shall I? Oh dear. I'm kind of tempted to go along. I can see a horse has been here. With its rider, I guess. So this is definitely a kind of parkland, isn't it? It's attached to, I think it's attached to a big place in the area. That's where it came from. Hello? That, I think, is a blackcap. Aha. Now, I know this kind of area. The arching hazel. The ferns. The beech leaves covered canyon where water goes through. Yeah, I love it. That's my type of place. So you can see how out of my comfort zone I am. I mean, look how deep that footfall is. That horse. It's... Oh. There you go. And through. And relax. Willow and honeysuckle by the side. Lovely. Oh, I don't know where to go. I'm going to carry on wandering this way because I could go up to our right. Now, as I was saying, we're near an area of some, well, it's called 6 wells or something like that. So I'm guessing that means it was a sacred area. Okay. Right, oh, there's some more water coming through. But then again, this water might be absolutely nothing to do with that. I'm only going by what I think when I go to these places. As I said before, I don't do research. I just base it all on my knowledge, what I've learnt and what I know, whilst challenging the common beliefs or things that I'm not sure work or are right. And I think it's time to stop and have a coffee. The sun came out briefly, and by the time I got to the camera again, it had gone back in. Oh well, not to worry, I'm sure it'll come out more. What a lovely spot for a coffee, eh? The sun came out, but and it all looked lovely, so I got the camera and the sun went in again, and well, there you go. Now I've just I've been looking on my map because I've been trying to find where I am, and I am right about all the springs. There are dozens of springs in the vicinity of this particular area of this stretch of woodland. There's more over there. You see that hill rising there. There's more over there, and in fact behind here, going on further over there, there's at least another 10. Some of them feed into here, I guess, which according to the map, and seeing as there's only one lake on the map, this is the shape of a heart. So I've just had a lovely romantic moment with myself, and no I haven't, don't worry. And if yeah. Sometimes I say things without thinking, but interestingly I've seen a lot of women wandering in the woods, so there you go. Ooh. There's some footprints that aren't dog. It could be someone's stick. Bottom of a stick. Yeah, what's flat and sticky? At the bottom of a stick. Yeah? Sorry. This is the home of dad jokes, as you know. So what I'm doing is I'm going to have a look. Interesting to see what I mean about trees down. Look at that. And that one there. See, it's not just ash trees. And I would, you know, and it's not something that's been happening through my lifetime, before people suggest that it is and that I haven't noticed. No, I'm a very sensitive person who notices things, because I've learned that if you notice things, they will tell you signs of other things. Oh, it's a bit of a... No, I don't know what to do now. Well, so I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm going to go up here, and thank you to the owners of this wood for letting people roam through here. I don't know, they'll probably never watch this, but it puts the energy out there, doesn't it? Look at this. Look what I'm about to show you. Look at that. Death and decay in nature's marvellous, isn't it? Yeah, I was starting to say that earlier. We love it. Death, decay and deformity in nature. But yet, it's not good, is it? I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's a cycle of life. But the fact that we love it when trees have holes in, or are gnarled and all kinds of weird shapes that aren't what they would naturally get into if they were allowed to grow and be their natural selves. You know, I can't help it. I see a decaying stump and I'm like, oh, look at that. Yeah, I see a tree with holes in and I'm thinking fairy homes. You know, I see a gnarled hedge that's gnarled because it's been beaten into submission by humans, men. And I'm like, oh, look at the shapes in that, you know. But actually, it's deformity and unnatural. Anyway. Yeah, that's a perfect spot to end on. But I do try and tie all the loose ends of my videos together. Okay, now, but yeah, I've really reached a point where I'm going to stop. Oh, there's a load of beech leaves there. I wonder if that's... Yeah, let's go and have a look. Where are you? Yeah, I see you. Oh, there you go. So thank you for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed it. I do try and have a whole kind of different environments in my videos. Wow. You know, just to mix it up a bit, as they say. So I don't know when this video will drop, as they say these days, or if you want to use old terminology, be released. But then I wonder, you know, Do people get dropped from prison? They don't, do they? And on that bombshell, I'll see you next time. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, comment. Check out the links below. Donate if you want to. Buy us a coffee, it's brilliant. Patreon, I post videos there regularly now. I'm starting to know how to use it. Facebook, I just can't navigate easily without it creating all kinds of issues. I don't know why. I think it hates me. And see you next time. Ta-da.